Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I will give our honor and glory to Yahweh, BaHaShem, BaHaShem, Wakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Starting off with the 144,000, which will be the ruling governing body in the kingdom of heaven, which the 144,000 will be all men that will be ruling. Right? And you got a lot of the elect here in America that will be saved, a large multitude, like 1/3, which will include men, women, and children that will be saved on this side. 2/3 of you our people here in America will be destroyed. Right? Of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Jamaican, Haitians, Guatemala, Panamanians, Cubans. And you also have the rebels of our people that are scattered abroad that will be destroyed as well. And you have the elect that are scattered abroad in different countries as well that will be saved. Right, this is your brother Yeremia coming back at y'all with another lesson. As y'all can see, who I got on the screen, Kodak Black. You know, he's a rapper. You know, pretty sure brothers know who he is. I just see this and I was like, you know, this dude, man, he in the world. He a rapper. You know, he ain't the truth. Who ain't nobody heard about. We ain't listening to this nigga, man. You know, the Lord's not listening to him. This nigga got a whole album. I forgot what it was called, but basically it says something about him being a small head or something. So this nigga all over the place. This nigga don't know what he is, right? But he also got a song, right, where he said he's picking calamari out of his teeth, which calamari is squid, right? So. You know, you can't. It's more than just saying that you a Hebrew Israelite, man. You know, the first scripture I thought of when I seen him saying that, I was like, this nigga said he was an Israelite a long time ago, but he went back on his word, which it's not a surprise. He's of the world, right? But let's get that scripture. You see in the book of James. So I just said James 1. So like James 1:22, I believe it is. Right? It says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. You see? Don't just be. This nigga just heard he was an Israelite he actually heard he was an Israelite a long time ago. I think it was around the time when I first came into True. He got a song where he says he's an Israelite, you know. His diamonds is were ice. You know, brothers probably gotta look up the song. He says it. He said it a while back. You know, this is when he first found out he was an Israelite, right? But like I said, he's in the world. You know, he never was a part of the truth. He just knew. That's all it was. He's in the same boat as Kendrick Lamar. You know, we don't get excited when these celebrities say certain things that sound good or sound biblical. They not on our team. They of the world. You know. They're not going to fully, you know, convert, you know, or be in this truth, you know, because they free Esau, right? You know, they got earthly possessions, earthly riches on their side, you know, so they're not willing to give that up. You know, if he was coming to this truth, he wouldn't be able to rap about the stuff he's rapping about, you know, doing drugs, selling drugs. You know, just doing shit that you were supposed to be doing if you was a real Hebrew Israelite. You know, we ain't just saying that we a Hebrew Israelite. It's not something to just say. This ain't a fad. This ain't, you know, a hobby. This is our heritage, you know. And that's what a lot of our people don't understand. They think it's cool, you know, to say that. You know, that they're a Hebrew Israelite if they find out. It's way bigger than just knowing that you're a Hebrew Israelite, you know. Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and verse 12, because the Lord, when you acknowledge that you're an Israelite, you come into this truth, you know, when you hear about it, the Lord requires something of you, man. He requires you to walk, you know, upright, right? You can't just do what you want to do, right? This is Deuteronomy 10 and verse 12. It says, and now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, right, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, and to keep his commandments, right? Of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good, right? And Kodak Black, like I said, he literally has a song where this nigga says basically he's picking calamari out his teeth, you know? The nigga be shaving his facial hair, you know? He be getting lined ups, you know? The nigga be going off, you know? This nigga's in the world, man. You can't stay in that limelight, stay in that same level, like I said, unless you sacrifice the Esau. You know? That's what you gotta do. You gotta give up everything, you know, as far as your morals, if you want to make it in this world. And he did that a long time ago. You know? You can't just go back on your word when you made a deal with the devil. You gotta stick with it. You know? And like I said, you know, this nigga be doing all type of drugs. You know, I done seen this nigga, you know, how you scrolling on YouTube or whatever site you on and random videos. This nigga recently, he was on some YouTuber Jake that's real popular. He was on his little live stream. This nigga, like, he was bugged out of his mind. The Lord's not dealing with Kodak Black. You know? And he's a 2/3, man. You know? He knows he's an Israelite, but it's not enough. You know? It ain't enough. He ain't doing the work. You know? And he's out of there. You know? Let me see. Picking calamari about 2. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, he got an album called Happy Birthday. But then he got this lyric where he says he's picking calamari to see. Like I said, that's unclean. You know, go read Leviticus 11. You know, you Jace that's doing this truth, read Leviticus 11. You go read about the dietary law, which you can and can't eat. That has never changed. You know, and like I said, Kodak Black has been who he's an Israelite for a long time. You know, he didn't just now find that out. Let me see. Hebrew Salakia. It was in a song from a while back. Yep, 2017. I wasn't even in the truth, dude. Let me see. And I believe this is a real picture of you know, I forgot what camp that was called. It might be this elder right here. He ain't with GMS, but I believe he was over at some camp in Florida. But look, he got this album where he names himself Build Israel, but he got the damn small head. He got a picture of, you know, him and the small head on the album. And he changed his name to Build Israel. You know, some Yiddish shit. You know, Esau got to him. He was scared of Esau because he didn't want to lose all his riches and his possessions. Right? When you come into this truth, you got to be prepared to lose everything, man. You know, that's what it requires. But, you know, he made it on this side, so he wasn't willing to do that. So this is the song. You know, y'all can click on it, go to it. I can click on it. This is from 2017. I remember this. I wasn't even the truth then. I came in like a year later or two. You know. But he said that, and Kendrick Lamar said the same thing. So both them niggas, they both went back on their word, and they not in this thing. You know, they never was. You know, they a part of this world. They weren't the so don't be fooled by him saying that he's a Hebrew Israelite just because he says it out of his mouth. You know, the Lord is not. The Lord don't care about, you know, him having money, you know, or him being famous and people liking him. The Lord don't care about none of that. You know, he cares about who's really doing his word. You know, if you're an Israelite, right? I wanted to get this one scripture. I think it's in 1 Timothy, if I'm not mistaken. 1 Timothy 6 and 10. This is what happened to Kodak Black, you know? The love of money, same thing with Kendrick. You know? what we preach is not for the world. We preach against the world. We preach that the Messiah is only coming for us, which is that's true. You know, we're not just saying it just to say it because we angry at what we don't like here in America and what we've been through. It's just facts. Read the scriptures, right? And that like I said, their fan base, you know, and them being the world, Kendrick Lamar, Kodak Black, them being rappers, they got people that listen to them for all different types of backgrounds. And they can't push this Hebrew Israelite, you know, thing that we about to the world, because it's not for everybody. They're going to get hate and backlash. That's why they turned from it. That's why they, you know, pushing love now. Then he wanted to come out and say he is like all of a sudden because he's praying on the, you know, carpet. And then, you know, he know he don't really go for that, but you ain't pushing us being Israelites. You pushing all types of other bugged out stuff. But this is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after they have erred from the faith." Right? You know, Kodak Black has erred from the faith, which I don't believe he never was part of this thing. He knew, you know, back then. But like I said, you just can't come into this thing or just hear about it, just do what you want to do. The Lord's going to require something of you. And I believe right after that, you know, not too long after that, he just, I feel like, you know, he was a little normal at first, but after that, you know, after he went back on his word, he just was even more bugged out where he already was. And the scriptures tell you that, you know, if you fall out this thing or you go back into the ways of the world, you're going to get 7 more demons on you. This is verse 11. It says, "But thou, O man of Yahweh, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness." Right? And like I said, you know, he's made several albums, you know, and he got interviews too telling you that he wants everybody to be good. He loves everybody. He don't care about what race, religion you are. That we don't preach that. Hebrew Israelites don't preach that. We don't believe in that. Right? We don't care about everybody. We ain't trying to unify with every religion. You know, we have the truth, particularly the Israelites of GMS. Not even every Israelite camp or every nigga that walks around calling themselves a Hebrew Israelite. You know, yes, we're Hebrew Israelites by lineage. You know, if you are called a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, you're a Hebrew Israelite by lineage, seed line. Yes, he is a Hebrew Israelite, but not in the spirit. He's not keeping the commandments. He's not doing anything YASHAMIAHLA commands of him. You know, he's of this world. And he's gonna die like that, you know? It might have sounded cool when you first heard about it, you know. That song probably brought a lot of jakes to this truth, you know? But don't expect most of the celebrities that they 2/3, man. You know, I highly doubt most of them are a part of the, you know, the elect. They're part of the 2/3, you know? Let me see. The scriptures tell you, man, you know. Let me see. I haven't read the scripture in a long time, but, right? So this is Matthew 19 and 23. It says, "Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh." You see that? Because, you know, like I said, you don't want to give up those possessions. You don't want to give up your fame. You know, it's going to be like that. You know, if you're a part of this world, and he is. He ain't with YASHAMIAHLA. The Lord's not dealing with him, man. So, you know, don't be shocked or thrown off guard or, you know, happy if you new in this faith and you following, you know, us, you know, trying to get this understanding. Don't be swayed by these celebrity jakes that know the Israelites. It's just smoke and mirrors, right? But I'm gonna close out. I don't want the video to be too long. Hope this video was edifying to the elect. You know, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakmadash. Double honor to that as Apostle Great Millstone. Till next time, I want to say, YASHAMIAHLA, Shalom.